Hello, this is Cat's Diamond Painting. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've joined me here before. It is coming up towards the end of the month, so it is time for me to film one of my favourite videos of the month, which is where I do my small shop showcase and show you all of the items I have been purchasing from small shops this month, or at least recently, because some of these I've had for a while actually. So yeah, I'm going to crack on with opening these, and some of these have been sitting here waiting for me to open them for ages, and it has been hard. So I'm going to save this till the end because this is something a bit unique, and then I'm just going to work my way through all of the others. So let me make some room. So this first package here, you may recognise from my channel. These have featured several times. This is a new pen from Norse Alchemist, my favourite pen turner. So yeah, he does drops of pens that he has already turned, and he also does drops of blanks, but those are fewer and farther between. I'm stumbling over my words there. And I personally prefer a thin turn, whereas the ones he typically does are a medium turn. So what I do is I stalk for those blank drops. And this was one such drop. So I've already removed the invoice, and I think I had a peek at it, but it was so long ago that it came that I've already forgotten what it looked like. I do remember that I couldn't decide how I wanted it, so I showed him, I sent him a message with two of my favourite turn shapes from him and said, can you pick which one you think will do the blank more justice? And he said that was fine. So here is my pen. Oh yes, I remember now. Yeah, it is gorgeous. It is something a bit different to the other ones I have, because most of mine are a bit darker, I think. And I just really loved the sort of pastel shades in this, and the fact that it is so filled with like netting and fabric and flowers, that although I think the only resin that's been used is clear, the effect is of quite a coloured pen, because I like that. I mean, I really enjoy his clear resin pens when there's a lot of stuff in them as well. But I do like coloured pens, and yeah, I thought this one would be beautiful, and it was. So he's gone for this shape out of the two that I suggested, and I think that works really well, because actually it's almost got sections, hasn't it? Like there's a sort of bluish section in the middle and a pinkish section here, and almost a purpley section here. I mean, if I turn it around, then, you know, it's not like that anymore, so it's not perfect. But I think that has worked really, really beautifully. Oh, it's so pretty. And yeah, I just find his pen so comfortable. I think because the way he does them enables me to have a pen that goes out to a thicker point, whilst also going into a thin point. So the thin point is crucial for me for holding it, because I have fairly small hands, I'm a small person, and I don't like, you know, the point where my fingers meet being too wide. But also it makes it really ergonomic and comfortable that it goes out to a thicker bum. I don't know, it's hard to describe, but yeah, that is kind of my feeling about them. And I think this one's a beauty. This is going up towards the top of the favourite pile. So yeah, looking forward to using that later. Next up, I have a couple of cover minders. So the bottom one is from Agnes Cover Minders. Agnes Little Minders? Yeah, Agnes Little Minders. And I will open that second because she is one of my favourite cover minder producers. She makes these polymer clay pieces that are just artwork. But they are quite pricey because, you know, it's a deserved price because they are art. But having discovered that I really like those kind of polymer clay minders, I then went sort of digging on Etsy for other options that might cost a little less. And I've showed a couple in recent ones from Pedro's Plaques. And then last month I found a different one. So this is from, let me just double check. Yeah, Chapel View Crafts it was called. And it's not a diamond painting specialist shop. I think this is something that was designed to be a needle minder, but a needle minder works the same as a cover minder. So it was dispatched very quickly, so I think these were ready made to order. And let's take a look. I believe this costs £8 and a little bit for postage. Okay. Oh, that is so sweet. Now, let me get that out and have a look. So what I couldn't tell was whether these are all made of clay. Are they made of clay? I think it's all made of clay because oh, sorry, it's not focusing right. I wondered if these were little bits of plastic that were stuck on because it was such a reasonable price. But I'm pretty sure it's all clay, all handmade. So that is really, really cool. Oh, I really like that. Look, there's a little jammy dodger. There's some Battenberg and I don't know, just some sort of cake. Maybe a Victoria sponge. No, because it's got icing. But yeah, this is making me hungry. Good, strong magnet, really strong in fact. Although with these sort of bespoke clay ones that I found, I often do have to swap the back magnet for a magnet of my own, just because, like as I said, these were designed as needle minders where it doesn't mind if the back's quite thick. But with diamond painting, if you put that behind your diamond painting, it makes quite a big lump, which then makes it not so easy to diamond paint around. So I will probably change that out. But it is a very good magnet. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. That is so cool. Oh, that's going on my painting today. Now, what else did I get? A little business card, stitch markers, needle minders, miniatures and gifts. Oh, and a little care instruction. Okay, but that's all self-explanatory if you know anything about cover minders and needle minders. So I'm going to pop it back how it was, because I do quite like storing things how they came. And yeah, really happy with that. I say I'm going to pop it back. It's sort of sticking to the packet. Anyway, I don't know why I've done that actually. I'm going to have to take a photo of it in a minute for my thumbnail, aren't I? Oh well. Right. Next up, my Agnes minder. So, Agnes Little Minders, as I said, is very popular because of the artistry that goes into making these. And she does them via drops. So you need to be in her Facebook group, which I will link below, along with all the other shop details that I'm showing today. And she will discuss in there when she is next doing a drop and what sort of things are going to be in it and show you pictures. Because if you want to get one, you kind of need to be there at that time, just getting straight on it, because the really popular ones sell quickly. So this came from her recent Monarch Butterflies drop. And I thought they were stunning. I do not know how she makes such beautiful things with clay. But yeah, I had to have one. So I won't open that because I have many times before, but she includes a little sort of clay care card, and then also you know, a little thank you note and business card and all of that kind of thing. She also always includes a little tea bag and a lollipop. But I'm going straight on to my minder because I have had to wait far too long to look at this. It came like right after I filmed last month's small shop showcase, so yeah, it's sat there for a month taunting me. Okay, it's well packaged. They sort of come differently. Sometimes they come in a little box, sometimes they come more like this, but either way it's very well protected in there. And here it is. Wow, look at that. It is so pretty, and the detail that goes into it, even down to the fact it's got all these little dots all over it for texture, which is clearly deliberate because they are all over it, apart from these top bits. and it really adds to the effect actually. So this monarch butterfly, like, you wouldn't believe it because it looks so perfect, but that has been made from clay that she's like molded into a shape and then cut into slices, and it looks like that part has been sort of glazed, probably because it's really delicate. And then the flower and the leaves, oh my goodness, it is so unbelievably detailed and pretty. Also some lovely jewels in there, and the back she also does some clay molding on. Again, same thing as I said as the last one. This is a bit thick for a diamond painting, so I won't actually use that back, but she uses good strong magnets, so if you're buying this more for a needle minder, you know it's going to do that job well. That is stunning. Easily one of my favorites, and I have had so many beautiful minders from her at this point. I love it. Also, the ones like this that are like a shape tend to be a little bit cheaper because she does chameleons and dragons and sea turtles. So in every sort of colorway that she does, there's certain shapes that she's always going to do, and some of those can be a bit bigger and pricier, whereas when she does just simple flower shapes or things like this, it can just be a slightly cheaper way to enjoy her artistry. And yeah, I'm very, very happy. Okay. Let me clear that out of the way as well. Next up, I have got a tray, which I think I even had this by the last time I filmed, but I had a lot to do in that one, so I left it. This one I got via my Stackry inbox. Let me check if there's any invoices or anything. I don't think there are. This will have been opened because of it going to the Stackry inbox for them to check, I would imagine. So it's all a little bit kind of roughed up in here. But yes, this is a tray from DP Gal Creations. So I have tried one of her trays in the past. She's based in Canada, and I did really like it, but I had quite a dark colour that just didn't work for me. So I thought I would try again with a lighter one. Oh my goodness. Look at all these freebies. And a personal little note there. Catherine, I really hope you enjoy your tray. Wow. Look at all these sweets. And a little cover minder. That's amazing. Oh, my son is going to be happy with all of those things. But yeah, let's look at the tray, because that's what you're here for. So, as I said, the last one I had was too dark for me, so I went completely the opposite way and just went for a plain white tray with a silky filament, because I prefer that because I find the drills slip around easier. And I just wanted to be able to give the style of trays a really good go. So it's a really decent size, isn't it? It doesn't have a ledge like a lot of places are starting to do to help with drills pooling at the bottom, but it has a shape where I can just put some washi tape in, because I do like that. I've kind of got used to that and miss it if I don't have it in a tray. The stopper is loose fitting, so it's designed to slot in rather than really stick in, which is fine. I don't personally tend to use the stoppers anyway. I bring them out and then I just, yeah. But anyway, let's have a look. So I haven't washed or prepped it or anything, so there may be some static in it from traveling, but let's just take a look. Well, it doesn't seem so, because they've actually lined up really nicely and easily. Oh, very nice. I like that. And do you know what? I don't have enough white trays because, oh, a good spout too that fits well in the round bottles. Because like when you're ordering a 3D printed tray, I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but for me, it almost feels like a waste to order plain white. There's a few drills just stuck in the spout there. Urgh, they've all gone through in a little line. and wedged against each other there. Yeah, it almost feels like a waste to just order a plain white filament, but actually it is a really useful colour, because if the tray's darker or if it like matches your drills too much, it's harder to see them. So yeah, I think that would be really good actually. I'm looking forward to trying that out again later. So yeah, DP Gal Creation. She's in Canada, but if I order from Canada, I tend to send things to my Stackry address in the US anyway, because it tends to save a bit of money. And check her out. Okay, last but not least, because I've been quite excited to have a look at this, I have been ordering from quite a new Etsy shop. She's not had many sales so far, but I did drop her a message to say I'd be making this video, and you should definitely go check out her shop. She's called Made by Chloe GB on Etsy, and of course I will link that down below. And what she's doing is selling ready-made drill storage binders. So I have a love-hate relationship with saving my spare drills. I used to do it a lot. I used to do it after every kit, and then I just got fed up of it, to be honest. It felt like a lot of effort, and I was finding that I was just leaving kits kitted up for ages after I finished them. And like my spare drill storage system works fine, but I thought that this looked worth a try. I am a big advocate for, if someone else can do it better than I can, I'm okay with that actually. I'm not much of a DIY person, so I thought that this would be really cool to try. So I've got a little business card. To Kat, thank you for your purchase. It means the world to me. Happy diamond painting, love, Chloe, which is a really nice touch. And I'm going to check this out. So I was trying to remind myself of what she has. I'm just looking on my phone here. So she sells the binder and cards, or she does just send, you can also just buy a pack of cards. But I wanted the whole thing. I wanted the whole shebang done for me. So let's have a look. So this cost me £42.50, so it's not cheap, but it is put together with a lot of care and love and attention, and designed in the first place, I would imagine. And Etsy isn't the place for cheap things, is it? It's the handmade place, the place where you go to get something handmade with love and care. So that is, I think it seems reasonable for what I'm getting. So I've got a checklist at the front, which is a really nice touch, with rounds and squares, so I can tick off what I've got. I currently use a spreadsheet, and I quite like that because then I can have a copy on my phone. However, I would also use this as well. It's got ABs in it, but most of the ABs I have tend to come from Diamond Art Club, who have their own numbering system. So I'll have to figure out how that works. They look actually... Do you know what? I think she might have based the numbering on Diamond Art Club, and I'll check, because it could well say it in the description. But like, I know that 111 is the DMC code that Diamond Art Club uses for a sort of bright deep pink like that. And where's 141? Yeah, 141 is white. So I think she's based the AB numbering system on Diamond Art Club, which means that they would not necessarily be accurate for everywhere else. But that works well for me, actually. And then, why is that stop at 899? Is the, so there's another one at the back. Fair enough. And it includes the latest diamond. Okay, so she's clearly a Diamond Art Club user herself. And she's also used the 600 series, 6000 series, which is Diamond Art Club's in-house manufactured drills in colours that other places don't have. Is there anything else? Because no. Okay, so we don't have anything for fairy dust drills or the other spare drills, but it covers the vast majority of drills that you are likely to come across. So it wouldn't take too much to just store those other things somewhere else, would it? And basically, I've got these lovely little pouches and I just put my drills in a little baggie and then pop them in the relevant pouch. And I think that is fabulous. I am so happy to have this all done for me, because to be honest, I mean, I could buy a binder like this and I could spend quite a while designing coloured cards with all the little colour things, and then I could cut them all out and print them first probably before you cut them out, Kat, and then fill them. But it's actually quite a significant time commitment, isn't it, to do all that? So actually that £42.50 is feeling more and more like really good value. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. I think now it has space for round and square. I'm a bit funny about keeping my drills separately. I think I might reserve this just for Diamond Art Club's latest square drills, the 20 facet ones, and their latest round drills. And if I work on an older kit with older drills, store them separately, because I do find that the colourways often vary quite a bit. And also I wonder how much you could actually fit in these pouches. Where's the way in? Where can I get into this one? Oh, it's on the back for this one. I wonder how much you could fit into these pouches before you would start to burst the seams. So I think it's going to be better for smaller numbers of drills and not necessarily to be packed to the rafters with all my spare drills for everything. And also because obviously it's gonna, it's gonna get bulky, isn't it? So yeah, I think that's what I might do. But I'm really happy with that. So yeah, go check her out. Made by Chloe GB, and I will link all of the shop details down below, so so you can easily find them and go support those shops if you've seen anything here that you think you would like. Yes, so that is all from me today. If you have enjoyed this video, please consider dropping a like on it, and please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. I'd love to have you stick around, and I will hopefully see you again soon. Bye bye.